Hi, and welcome to Kaotic Studios with today's tutorial, using real amps with impulses. Now why would we want to do this? Because guitar amps are loud and some of us live in apartments. Also, using a real guitar amp can yield better results than using an amp simulation plugin. So let's get started. First off, before turning the amp on, let's plug in all the necessary cables. First, we plug in a speaker cable. Warning: failure to plug in a speaker cabinet or a dummy load will fry your output transformer and cost you lots of money. Next, plug in a 1/4-inch instrument cable into the effects send on the back of your amp, and plug in an 1/8-inch to 1/4-inch adapter to the effects return. Now, plug in the other end of your speaker cable to a speaker cabinet or dummy load. Don't worry, we won't be making any real noise with the speakers, it's just to protect our amp. Next, connect an XLR cable from the output of your interface to a DI box running into your amp. Technically, this is reamping, except we won't be using any speakers or microphones today. Now let's turn on our amp, play back our previously recorded DI track, and hook up our amp to our interface. Plug the cable running out of your effects send into your interface and turn up the preamp gain until you get a strong signal. It's time to get all of our tracks, routing, and impulses prepared for recording our guitar amp. I'll start by creating a stereo pair of tracks panned hard left and hard right with my amp as their inputs. I'll be sending those tracks to a group channel with an impulse loader plugged in. I prefer to use Cab 2 impulse loader and God's Cab impulses. Now that we're set up, let's solo the left DI track, arm our left input track, and record a pass of the amp. Good. Now let's do the same for our right side. I know this sounds like garbage at the moment, but let's take a listen to how they sound together running through the impulses. Now that's more like it. And there you go, folks, how to use a real amp with impulses for those of you that can't crank up a high-gain guitar amp in your apartment or late at night. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more tutorials in the future. I'll leave you with a small snippet of this technique used in a real production.